You're listening to Borderless Banter, a weekly podcast by hopefully soon to be two of your favorite people in the world, Jorge and Goody.
All right. Woo! Feliz 2024, Matthew.
That means happy 2024, right?
Happy, that's right.
That was I had a Brazilian neighbor.
Oh, yeah?
When we moved to Tennessee.
Oh.
Her name was Ana Paula.
Okay.
And she had a dog named Feliz.
Feliz.
And he was the greatest dog ever.
Oh, that's a good name, though, you know?
So,
hey, Feliz, come here. And the dog was sad all the time. That was just funny. Yeah, so there you go. First of the year.
Woo, 2024.
That was quite a good year. 2023, the year of Michael Jordan is gone.
It took me, I was like, wait, what? Yes.
Now is the year of Kobe Bryant.
America is now 2024 years old, right?
Yeah, that's right.
That's how the years work.
Do you think somebody believes that?
Oh, you know there's someone who has been like some like Instagram influencer somewhere one day was like, happy 2024th birthday, America.
Yeah. Like on Independence Day, it's like, what, you're telling me? We're like, found out only 1794? No, 60. What was that? I failed that one big time.
I mean,
when was Independence? 17?
Well, so the problem with that is there's like the day that the Declaration of Independence was written, there was the day that it was signed.
Yeah.
There was a day that I don't remember off the top of my head. 1770 something.
76, I think.
The Revolutionary War ended in like 1781.
Oh, yeah?
I believe. So, I mean, we didn't really technically weren't independent until then.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wait, 76, I think that you're right. So, yeah, somebody's over there being like, you're telling me this is not... I've been seeing like, this guy, he goes all the time, well... You telling me I can do this stuff after 40 years? And he does like some...
You mean I've been doing this for 40 years?
You're telling me for 40 years I could have been doing this? Ain't no way.
And he does one thing, you're like, what?
Oh, I know.
There's something like, oh man, that guy took it's only 40 years to find out. But anyway, so 40 January, what is today? The 2nd.
January 2nd. It's the day we're recording.
Yeah, that's right.
So it'll come out on Friday, the 5th.
5th.
January 5th.
That's awesome. Well, that's pretty good. Well, I hope everybody had a good one. It was, I love getting, oh yeah, Christmas is good. Got my sister in town.
Yeah.
All her kiddos and everything was good, and, you know, good stuff. It's tiring. I tell you that. I'm old. And I like to go to bed around 11 max.
I feel you.
And then after like maybe one night you do it, maybe like 12-ish, 12:30, and it takes like maybe 3 days to recuperate. But when you're doing one night after another one, after another one, after another one, I'm suffering right now. I'm like...
So was it as bad as when we were at the lock-in?
Almost. That's right. The lock-in, that was another one. That was all night. Oh, my goodness. And we keep asking, like, people
Never
keep
again.
saying, like,
Never
when
again.
we're going to have another one? You're like, maybe like in 18 years. Like, you know, maybe
Jose,
when you're an adult.
if you ever watch or listen to our podcast, the answer to your question.
Yeah, that's right. It's Jose always like, hey, Jorge, when are we going to have another one? 18 years, man. 18 That's too long. No, because you're going to be one of the volunteers.
He goes, I won't be here. Exactly.
Yeah, that's not going to happen, mate.
That's right. So, yeah. How was your Christmas? Christmas good? Steak?
Gosh, Christmas was interesting.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, to give you like a quick background on this, Jillian and I met in March of 2020. All right. So, first Christmas, and we're both from Middle Tennessee. Like, that's where we grew up. So our parents only lived like 45 minutes away from each other our whole lives. And we never knew that.
Yeah.
So that first Christmas, easy to do both sides of the family.
Yeah.
Like Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, everybody got a piece of the pie.
That's right.
2021 Christmas, my mom still lived in Murfreesboro.
Yeah.
We were married at this point, but because they still lived only 45 minutes
was only
away,
45, isn't it?
we were able to travel there.
Yeah.
Everybody got a piece of the pie.
Yeah.
Christmas 2022 rolls around. My mom has moved to St. Simon's, 10 hours away from each other. So we had to decide, all right, how are we going to do it this time?
Yeah.
So we decided we'll do like Christmas Eve and day with one side of the family one year. Thanksgiving with the other side of the family.
Yeah.
And then
Fair.
flip-flop
Yeah,
each year.
that's right. That's fair.
So 2022, we went to my mom's place down in St. Simon's
Yeah.
for Christmas. Her family, her side of the family,
Thanksgiving, yeah.
Thanksgiving. So this year,
Thanksgiving,
Thanksgiving at
your mom's.
my mom's, which was wild in and of itself. And then Christmas at
Her house.
her house,
Yeah.
which means as a 33-year-old man, this was the very first Christmas that I did not spend
At home.
like at home with, yeah.
Wow. That's interesting.
So
How did that go?
I'm not saying it went bad with her family. It was a great, it was a great
for
trip.
you, for you it was different. But completely different.
That was just weird for me.
Yeah.
Like it was weird to wake up Christmas morning
Waiting on Santa.
and yeah,
Santa didn't show up.
no. I mean, he did, but just not in the same way.
Yeah, that's right.
You know?
That's wild. Yeah, it's interesting. Like, I think that was we got married in 2003.
I was 13.
You were 13, and I was saying I do. And I think that first Christmas, we spent it in Mexico.
Nice.
So I bet it was the same with Tiffany after like 20
That was like her
some
first
years.
time.
That was the first time.
It's
And then after that, it's been
was
really
weird.
wild. We flip flop. But again, I mean, I love my parents and I love Mexico and I love traveling. Back in the days, you can fly for
now
like $300.
Now it's
Now it's like $1,000, $1,300, sometimes $1,500 per
yeah.
ticket.
That's
And it's
crazy.
4 of us. So at one point, I did talk to my parents and I was like, I start seeing this trend, year 2, year 3, year 4. And I start telling my parents, I was like, hey, what if we switch Christmas to like February when everything is like on sale?
There you go.
Like
That's
then,
smart. Yeah.
But it's hard because you break that tradition, though, right?
That is true. Yeah.
So it's
That's
like,
that was
but
the
then you
tough
have
part about it.
kids because I remember like even for when Santa was coming, Santa will have to travel to Mexico with a
We know
lot
how
of
that
presents.
goes.
So you have to go to customs,
Yeah, and they don't have chimneys in Mexico.
but they don't. But it was like you have to travel with all the presents, and then like what happens if?
What if Santa gets stopped by the Border Patrol?
That's exactly it.
I mean,
And so like you were wasting like a lot, like you waste the whole luggage because that luggage was going there just for Santa.
yep.
And that was coming back. So like
true.
it is really bizarre now, like these days though,
I mean,
But
Santa doesn't just like ship freight down to.
I wish,
to Mexico City.
I mean, you could, but like Santa shipping is really expensive.
That's true.
Really, really expensive. As a matter of fact, my sister just got like some cool cleats, soccer cleats for their 15-year-old, 14-year-old son, and we have to ship him now.
Does she live in Mexico?
She lives about 3.5 hours from Mexico City.
Okay. Okay.
But it's like just the shipping. It's
Yeah.
about $100
What?
for some soccer shoes.
Holy mo! So I was literally about to ask that. Like, obviously, like, so here, if I want a pair of shoes,
Yeah,
I can hop on Amazon.
yeah,
They can literally be at my house tomorrow.
yeah.
And with Prime, if they're Prime, it's free shipping.
That's
for
right.
me.
That's right.
So does Mexico have any kind of like, does
Yeah,
Amazon?
yeah. Amazon is Mexico, but here's the deal. Everything, and we just discovered that with my sister in here. Like my sister bought some for one of her kids, some like Nike high hoops or whatever, high tops or whatever. I don't even know. And my sister said, this is about a third of a price from Mexico, and she showed me the Amazon Prime in Mexico.
So like
it was 3 times more
price for 'em
expensive.
was 3 times more expensive?
Yeah.
What?
So if you buy them here and if you ship them, you pay $100.
Yeah.
Right? You may save maybe $30, $40, $50, but it's still cheaper
That's wild.
with that. So you cannot just buy things from here and send
And
them
then have
there.
them shipped.
I think maybe one time you do it, but once you start doing it all the time, you're gonna start paying like taxes and stuff like that. So that's what they do. So that's what you see a lot of Latin American people coming here, and they buy tons of stuff because it's way cheaper. Right. So,
Interesting.
So that's it. Yeah. We're like, oh man, that's interesting. So yeah. So that was sort of like Christmas oddity that we started talking about it.
Yeah. Well, so then let me tell you this. So this is pretty cool. So, you know, we talked about, I think on one of the previous podcasts, we talked about like what our favorite like Christmas present was ever. So this year, my mom, she's a school teacher. So once she got out of school, she went to Athens to stay with my sister. And so they were, when we came back from Jillian's parents' house, they were going to come to LaGrange. We'd do Christmas with them. Well, again, because the Goodmans can't do anything normal. My sister gets strep throat. My mom's car breaks down. One of her storage units in St. Simon's got broken into. Like,
that's crazy though.
It was nuts. So we ended up again hopping in our car, driving over to Athens. We walked into my sister's apartment, stayed in the living room. My mom had like Lysol bombed the whole thing.
Yeah.
My sister sat in her bedroom with a mask on. She didn't want to give us strep throat because we know N95s work, right?
Yeah,
So, sorry.
You have to throw that little punch in there.
I know. So we exchanged gifts. Well, like 2 months ago, my mom had mentioned to me in a phone call. She was like, just so you know, there's a present you're going to get this year. You didn't ask for it.
Oh.
You're going to have no idea what it is. And it could possibly make you cry.
Oh.
And I was like,
that's pretty good. Like,
I was like,
way to sell this.
So naturally,
Free Willy.
It was a well, Keiko's dead.
Keiko.
So
Keiko's alive now.
Keiko's
Little
dead, so-
Keiko right here. Anyway.
So naturally, though, I think, okay, well, if it's gonna make me cry, then it somehow has something to do with my dad.
Yeah.
Like that's a given.
Yeah.
So then you're racking your brain. You're like,
What is it?
world?
Yeah.
Like,
that's right.
I'm never gonna guess it. Like what? So we
Now, were you thinking since that day? Have you been thinking about it?
every single day.
Oh, that's awesome.
Every single day.
What a churcher your mom.
And I was like, oh. So we get there and we exchange presents and stuff, and
you're waiting on it.
And I'm like, okay, I mean,
is this gonna be
none
it?
of these things have like, I mean, these
Here's
are
the gift.
great. These are great in and of themselves. And mom goes, okay, so there's one thing left.
Oh, you know, your heart goes. Dun, 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 dun.
And I had noticed when I walked into my sister's apartment over on the side, there was some stuff covered up with blankets.
Oh.
And it was kind of big. And I was like, oh man, I haven't gotten like a big present since I was like little. Like, it's funny how as you get older, your presents get much smaller.
Yeah, that's right.
Both in like quantity. And like actual size.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, what in the world is this going to be? So mom was like, all right, close your eyes and we're going to bring it over here. I'm like, what in the world? So I close my eyes and she goes, okay, so this is going to be pretty special to you. It's a place that's special to our family.
Oh man, build up, you building even more right there.
So I was like, okay, maybe it has something to do with Georgia football or something. I don't know. And then my sister goes, but I've never been there. And I was like, okay, so well, you have season tickets. You've been to like Sanford Stadium. And so they're like, do you have any idea? I'm like, no, I still have no idea.
Eyes closed.
Oh, eyes closed. Like my eyes are closed. I have no clue what it is. And so she goes, all right, open them. And I open my eyes. And sitting in front of me are 2 seats from Turner Field.
Oh, it's awesome.
And I was just like,
How do they get those though?
oh, so this is wild. First of all, I was like floored.
Yeah.
I had no idea what this, and I'm rarely speechless.
Yeah.
I like to talk.
Yeah. Therefore, the podcast.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I didn't know what to say because I was like, that's one of those things
Done.
you go, I
Oh
would have,
man. Yeah.
this is the something
what was Jillian's reaction?
she was like, oh my goodness, because she's a baseball fan.
She like
Granted,
that
she's a
too.
Yankees fan,
Yankees.
but she recognized what it
Yeah,
was.
yeah, that's right.
And so yeah, I mean, so
So
naturally,
cool,
like,
though.
some tears start coming down because like that, my memories of
And
baseball
then, like,
games.
as the tear goes, your mom's smile goes in, and she's, I dig it.
Exactly what it was. I was like, because my memories of going to baseball games with
Yeah.
my dad, that was Turner Field.
Yeah.
Growing up watching the Braves and all that. And went to the Olympics and so all that's involved with that. And I just looked at my sister. She was the one that like figured all this out and got it put together. And so her and mom went halvesies on it. And I just looked at it, I was like, how?
Yeah.
Like, how did you do this?
That's crazy, though.
So it turns out, so there is a website where you can do this.
Okay.
Not how she did it. She
Maneuver
went,
things.
she went around that nonsense.
I'm not going to pay for
All
third
that corporate
parties.
markup. No. So she has a coworker there at UGA whose husband, I think, does like construction or something.
Yeah.
Happened to be in Atlanta when Georgia State was doing some more renovations to Turner, because now it's their football field.
Huge.
So it looked great. I mean, they've done an incredible job with
Panthers or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they've been taking some of the old seats out and replacing stuff. And so apparently they just, as they've taken them out, they literally just piled them up outside the stadium.
No.
Now, whether or not
First come, first
people
serve
were
kind of deal.
supposed to take these
They win 'em.
apparently he was driving by with his truck and
Saw
his
it.
trailer, and he was like, "Pfft."
Take
So
me
he, like,
some home.
put a bunch in his trailer
That's awesome.
and brought them back to Athens. So then what he does is, because the seats they were bolted onto the concrete,
Yeah.
so they don't stand up on their own. So he welds steel. I mean, because he's a contractor or whatever. So he welds steel.
Well, some steel.
Plates and stuff to hold them.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Dude, I was just checking as you saying this. They are some, and they're expensive though.
So
In
Turner Field, I found the cheapest ones I found were like $550.
Dude, that is crazy though. That is awesome.
And I'm going to tell you, they didn't pay a third of that.
That is good.
Yeah.
But hey, so I do remember like there's always you want to have like the bays or like X amount of like specific thing that we're selling when they sold the Turner Field, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, but now you have part of history there.
Oh, dude. I mean, yeah.
Have you checked if there's somebody mark anything underneath or something like that?
No, but the cool part is
Bubble
like,
gum under?
no, there's no gum on the bottom of them. They were, so you can tell they were not like, they were in a section where the seats have been turned a little bit.
Okay.
Because one's kind of in front of the other.
Oh,
where they're
okay.
connected.
Maybe like third base then.
Yeah.
No. So which one is?
Well, I don't.
If it was, if
don't know.
there's that way, then it's first base. Then
Yeah.
I run the first base. That's pretty awesome. What a great gift.
I know.
That's awesome. Good job, Mom, over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. So
Good
shout out
stuff,
to
though. What a great
Mama
gift.
and sister.
That's awesome. Way to go. That's
Pretty dope.
That's a cool story, though.
Yeah.
Way to go. Well, yeah, I don't have any cool stories like that for gifts. So anyway, I do have a story that is I follow Bansky. You know who Bansky is? It's a graffiti artist.
Oh,
pretty famous.
Banksy, yeah.
Yeah, Banksy, yeah. There you go. So he did a fantastic on a stop sign in London.
yeah?
He put drones in it. So it's like stop drones attack. He's very political stuff like that.
Yeah.
Somebody has stole that sign twice, and they're going to jail now for it. So that was
because they found them?
If you find one of those stuff, bring it to me. That's gonna be great.
Oh
Though.
well, yeah. But I mean, because there's no telling what it's worth.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, okay. Because we still don't know what Banksy looks like, right?
No, nobody knows.
And that's the wild part is that like he does all this,
Puts it.
and he doesn't make any money off of it.
So that's so we went to Atlanta to the underground to the Banksy website. Look, that's the one he just did.
that's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. So I was telling Tiffany, I was like, this is not his stuff. So people are making money.
Yeah, people are
out of
copying
his stuff. Put in exhibition stuff like because he does not make the money.
Right.
So all he does, he takes a photo of it overnight, puts it on Instagram because he has an Instagram account,
And he says, "Hey, here's the real thing."
That's it, and that's it.
If I haven't posted it, then it's not me.
It's not the real legit stuff. But anyway, so
That's
that was
wild.
it. I would love to see that one. That's a really good Christmas gift, and it just happened over Christmas. Somebody stole it.
And it's all spray paint, isn't it? Usually.
Yeah, well, it's spray paint, but now what they're doing is stencil, so it's like paper.
Oh yeah.
So he does some kind of stencil and just copies that
So it's
stuff.
quick.
Whatever. Yeah, it's just pretty quick. So it doesn't take that long.
That's wild.
Yeah, so that was Banksy on Christmas. I was just reading the news. Do you have any plans on October 5th, 2024?
I can promise you, I have not calendared out that far.
So I think we talked about this one time. We talk about
Let's see what October 5th is.
big items that the government has lost.
Oh no!
Remember one of them we talked about this podcast? It was a jet.
Is this the asteroid?
Asteroid. so they lost an asteroid. NASA lost an asteroid. They're like, oh yeah, we lost the asteroid. And granted, the space is huge. They lost it. They don't want to follow it. They saw it now and they see the pattern. It's a chance 1 in 11 million. 1 in 11 million. So nobody panic.
Yeah.
But there's a chance of that will hit Earth on October 5th of 2024.
Do you want to know something funny though?
Yeah.
So I'm sitting here reading it.
Yeah.
So it says NASA responds to the claims of a lost asteroid.
What NASA said?
So they found it, and they've tracked its orbit or whatever.
Yeah.
Turns out the closest that it was going to come to Earth now already happened.
It did.
So the biggest chance of us getting hit by it happened in 2019.
So why these October stuff is it real?
So October 5th was supposed to be
The date. So
that when they originally found it.
So,
that was
okay.
the date that it was supposed to happen.
do we
here.
believe this though?
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm pretty much done
Believing anything that comes up from the
anything
government.
yeah. I mean, especially now, man, with AI and deep fakes.
Oh my goodness.
Did you see the big deep fake from New Year's Eve?
No.
They were showing that there are people posting videos of the ball in Times Square malfunctioning and not dropping, and people were filming videos of them leaving Times Square. Oh, they're making us evacuate.
No.
Oh.
Real stuff.
Legit looking.
What we did, that's sad though. We were watching the New Year's drop. We were over here, just some friends of ours just watching it, and it said 11:59.
Yeah.
All of our devices, or it's at 12 o'clock.
Oh, I know.
So they're delaying that on
TV's
purpose,
behind,
and
yeah.
you're like, "What are they doing that?" So
What channel did y'all watch?
we watch at Ryan Seacrest. I don't know what channel that is.
Okay. Did you get to see the long New Year's Eve kiss?
No, what was that about? Was it terrible?
Well, it wasn't a guy and a girl. Let me tell you that.
Oh my gosh! I'm glad I was not watching that channel. I was watching there was some I don't even know who these artists were, but I turned around to Madison and to Sue's there they're same age, around 15, almost 15. I turned around and said, you will never ever we walking outside on that kind of. It's insane though. It's crazy. I get it. If it was summertime, 100 degrees at the beach, you get it. That's fine.
Yeah.
That was cold, a night.
this is New Year's Eve, New York. It's like 30 degrees.
What do you know? Like no. So I'm so glad that we don't have TV. I mean, we have TV just for football and stuff like that. Which we got to talk about that right
We
now.
won't talk about football, but
because you're talking.
can I give you a New Year's Eve?
To a
I know
champion.
what you're gonna say. I know what you're gonna say. But New Year's Eve, let me give you this real quick.
Go ahead.
So Jillian's brother, or one of Jillian's brothers, who's actually my age, him and his wife, they went to New York for New Year's
really?
Eve. And
How chaotic
they
was
were
that?
at Times Square.
Why?
Jorge, you could not pay me.
Why would you do that?
Have you seen the so if you want to be in any position to physically see the ball drop, like they have it already
blocked
off.
I saw it.
To where then, and that morning at like 10 a.m. they open the
10:30,
gates
they open it
and
up.
people,
Yeah, that's right.
And people have lined up since like 4 a.m.
Oh my goodness. It's like
And
sheep.
once you get in,
You can get out.
you can't leave. Oh, I mean, you can leave,
Good luck
but
trying to
if
get
you
in
leave,
there.
you'll never get back to your spot.
Where do you pee?
So they interviewed people, and we've known this, but then it literally listening to people talk about it, and it's like normal looking people,
Oh my goodness.
and they're like, "Oh, I'm wearing an adult diaper."
Where are you guys from? Georgia! Georgia! What is the hardest thing about coming down here for Times Square New Year's Eve? There's no bathrooms, so we're wearing diapers! You're wearing diapers? We're wearing diapers. For real? For real. Well, I guess that makes 3 of us.
So like, literally, like there's
underneath.
a lot of things that I don't want to do in this world that don't sound fun.
Have you ever tried an adult
that-
diaper?
I can't say I have. But there is nothing.
Dude, I want to do that just for fun one day. Like, your booty will be so,
Oh
so
my
big and like.
goodness. There is nothing appealing to me.
Oh, there is.
About
you don't
going
have to
to-
go anywhere. You just do it there.
Okay, that might work as a 2-year-old. But to have to go to New York City,
And pee. But what
Stand.
happened? Where do you change?
literally stand up from
Yeah, 'cause
5
look.
a.m. to probably 5 a.m. again. Because I mean, even when the ball drops,
You go like 24 hours.
you don't get out.
No, that's no.
There's-
Hold
you're
on. We made a mistake.
You're also not allowed food or drink in the barriers.
You can't do that. I mean, just,
No. So you literally just go in.
It's like a punishment.
You sardine yourself. You stand there.
Watch,
you pee and poop
you know,
in
like
your
the man
pants.
over there with the Monaco is like, watch this. Like, you know, like
It's like a social
her shit.
experiment.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. That's
They're
exactly
like,
it.
the idiots do it.
So before, like, we have kids, we went to the Peach Drop in Atlanta.
Oh, I got you beat.
That was crazy.
In Blairsville.
Oh.
Well, actually, it used to take place. It took place up in Brasstown, North Carolina.
Oh.
Y'all might have had the peach drop.
What you got in
We had
there?
the possum drop.
Oh, a possum.
And literally at a shell station in Brasstown, North
Was it
Carolina.
packed?
Oh, slammed.
Everybody from Branchville
And there was
in
this
there.
massive pole, and in a cage there was a possum.
There's like things of redneck in that one right there.
And it was. They had a mechanism that lowered this cage.
It's your guy. Come on, Bobby, put him down 10, 9. And because they don't know how to count, so they go 10 again, 9 again.
Bobby's already past New Year's. Pull the lever.
That was it. That was insane. So we in Atlanta, we stay at the Westin, you know, downtown
one that
Westin.
rotates?
Yeah, it was pretty nice. And we made a mistake. We were in like the 40th floor or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, everybody did. And that was the time the technology was really bad.
Yeah.
When you were like keyless and it was using a card.
Oh yeah.
But nobody really knew that when you put that one near a credit card and or a cell phone, would just cancel. So we waited forever to get an elevator. And then once we went in an elevator, I went in there. It would not work. So I have to go down. So I have to walk down because the elevators are not going down. They're all packed, right?
So you had to take the stairs down
So I
from
went
the 40th floor?
and then go up again.
Oh.
I was like, I will never, ever, ever, ever do this again.
Oh, man.
So that was one experience that I'm not going to repeat. So that was it. So let's talk about sports.
All right.
So Final Fantasy. That's a game. Fantasy football.
Good game, but
So
congratulations to you.
you were like 14. We're 14 players.
Yeah, we're 14 apart because I finished in last place. Last place in fantasy football.
Oh man,
Fantasy football champion.
I got the champ, but listen, I don't deserve that. I'm gonna be honest.
There's
My team. Every time people play against me,
you're like Florida State. You didn't deserve it either.
oh, how about that? We talk about that.
We'll
one.
talk about it.
Like everybody scored the lowest against me.
And everybody scored the highest against me. Like literally, I would put up like 130 points, and I'd be like, "There's no way," and then they put up like 150.
Yeah, that's right. That was it. So that was about it. So I won. I was not expecting it. That's pretty good. But listen, Florida State. First of all, how they were selected, I get it. They were mad and all that stuff, like undefeated. But this is how Condoleezza Rice is always right.
Oh no,
because Condoleezza that committee.
She's not on that anymore.
Oh, she's not anymore.
No, we can't blame Connie.
Who is in that one? Let me see.
Now there's not as many people that I recognize. So here's my take on it. All right.
Yeah.
First things first. Obviously, as a Georgia fan, I still think we got snubbed. No. Listen.
All right, go for it.
Because here's the thing. You can't tell me that if the roles were reversed, if we had lost the second game of the season,
Yeah.
and we rolled into the SEC championship,
Yeah. And you would have beat Alabama.
12-1,
Yeah.
and Alabama was undefeated, ranked number 1,
Yeah.
and we beat them by only 3 points,
You go in it.
they would not have dropped out of the top 4.
They would have.
No, they would not.
Absolutely.
There's no way.
Absolutely they would.
There's no way they would have dropped them out of the top 4. Because there's no way they should have been in the top 4 now.
Well, that's true and it's not true because like this whole football stuff. First of all, like I heard somebody saying about this and I think they're so right. College football is just rigged now and it's gone.
It's between NIL and the transfer portal.
That thing is just ridiculous now.
Yeah, it's dumb.
So just to get into that stuff is like who's gonna spend the most money and stuff like that just to start up. But anyway, let's just go back to the old times when it was like all good rivalries and it was so good. You guys will have, in my opinion, it would have been Alabama and you all.
Probably again in a rematch.
Right? But they wouldn't have put Texas in it. The only reason Texas was there.
Matter. Texas lost.
Well, that's and also Alabama lost.
I know.
But that Florida State, it showed that if they would have picked it would have been a terrible football game.
Well, here's the thing. I get that they had like 26 players not playing.
Yeah, that's another stuff though.
But here's the thing. If you think that at 13-0, undefeated, conference champion, if you think you deserved to be in the college football playoff, then come out and prove it in the bowl game.
Yeah, you have to. But that's 100% like
our guys got knocked
baby
out.
Stuff. Yeah, that was good. I understand they don't want to risk it up, which is all business and all. I get that part. I get it. But show some respect. For the school.
This opting out
and don't
thing,
be like, I don't want to be there anymore. Punish them.
This opting out thing didn't start until like recent.
They have to be punished. Like,
yeah,
that's. I mean, this whole thing is just messed up.
Like,
but
if
anyway.
you don't play, you lose. You got to pay back a certain amount of your scholarship.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah,
and again, they don't even pay for it, but somebody will have to pay for it.
Right.
But then now it's setting a precedent right here for future players.
I mean, we beat the brakes off
63-3. I mean, it was that was the final score.
The only team in history to win back-to-back bowl games by 40 or more points. We beat TCU last year 65-7.
That's right. Then now this one,
and then 63-3.
That's crazy though.
I mean, And here's the thing. Our starters were done after the second quarter.
Yeah, that was it. You let other people play.
And so literally we were playing backups on backups the whole second half, and we were still scoring.
Hey, which I was just checking this out. Next year, you guys have. This is crazy, though.
Oh, it's a tough schedule, man.
Not only it's tough schedule, but you guys have 5 or 6 common freshmen.
Oh, yeah.
They're giants.
Oh, I know.
They're like 6'8", 6'7", 6'9". There's a couple of 6'6" on it.
But have you seen Georgia's schedule, though?
No, who do y'all play?
At Alabama, at Texas.
Oh.
I'm trying to think of one of the other big away. Because, you know, we've done away with divisions.
Yeah. Another more division stuff on it.
So, and it's weird because, like next year, it's weird to not see.
Oh, so just going to be everybody against everybody on that one. That's going to be crazy, though.
Well, so you have 2 teams that you always play.
Okay.
So for us, that's Florida and Auburn.
That's like.
So every season, we will always play Florida. We will always play
Why
Auburn.
Florida? Just because the Iron Ball? No, that's Auburn. Auburn is the Iron Ball. That's what they call it. I forget the name of the other one. The
Iron Bowl is Alabama, Auburn.
sorry.
Florida, Georgia. They call it the Florida Georgia game, but it's the original name was the world's largest outdoor cocktail party.
Oh, okay.
And then they're like, "Hey, let's not promote getting hammered."
But how come you guys didn't pick out Alabama? That's interesting, though.
Well, they're not a rival.
Oh, interesting.
So Florida traditional
I
rival.
see Florida. Yeah,
Auburn traditional rival.
I didn't know that. That's
Auburn is
interesting, though.
Auburn is the Deep South's oldest rivalry.
Oh,
We've been playing since like 1890 something.
wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. So you got those 2.
So all right, so we open up with Clemson
Easy
at the
wins.
Benz.
Which is terrible for Clemson. Like they were okay, and now they're just like gunner.
So at Alabama, at Texas,
Oh, those are
at
good.
Ole Miss.
Easy one.
I mean that's
Ole
not
Miss.
easy.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, I get you Texas and I give you Alabama. Those are 2.
And then we also play at Kentucky,
That's easy.
Auburn at home, Mississippi State at home, Florida in Jacksonville, Tennessee at home, UMass at home,
That's when y'all start not playing all these high schoolers.
and Georgia Tech to end the season at home.
I heard that somebody said this. I'm not sure if it's true or not, but they were trying to leave, not play the Georgia Tech game anymore. Somebody
Really?
was saying that. And I was like, I doubt it. That's the state rivalry. That brings a lot of money for both schools.
And game number 2, I'm excited about this one. They play my alma mater, Tennessee Tech.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they're like, you know what? We have to go play at Texas and at Alabama in the same season.
Let's throw a
schedule
little high
Tennessee
school.
Tech.
Let's middle school.
I was about to say it's not even a high school team, man.
Middle school right
Look,
there.
they won my senior year. They won the Ohio Valley Conference for the first time in like 30 years, and we made the playoffs that year. Now we got beat in the first round of the playoffs. You know, because the FCS has figured this out.
Okay.
They have a 16-team playoff.
What do you mean 16? What?
Yeah, the FCS. So like what used to be called Division One
Oh,
AA.
yeah, I got
or
you.
whatever.
Yeah.
So that's your like North Dakota
Yeah,
States and your
that's
all
right.
them. Yeah, 16-team playoff. Imagine that.
I just give up, man. I give up in life with all this stuff.
Imagine that.
There's a lot of things like somebody said this yesterday. Was it not yesterday? One of the bowls. One of the commentators would complain about what we've been complaining forever. These teams, because Washington now is going to. Which conference is Washington going to? It's going to the Michigan one, to the
Big Ten.
Big Ten,
Maybe.
right?
I think maybe.
So they're start talking about like how much they're going to be like traveling.
Oh, it's ridiculous. Because and remember we mentioned this one time because
And all that because of
we
football.
talked about
Other teams, like other sports.
like all right, take for
Tennis.
example like women's soccer.
Yeah.
Okay, so now Washington is playing in the same division as Michigan.
Yeah, that's right. Travel.
So you're telling me that like for a women's soccer game, and this isn't a knock on women's soccer, it's a knock on the fact that like outside of football for most schools,
Yeah. There's no money.
sports don't make much money,
That's right.
if any.
That's right.
So, like, that's going to be rough on the
everybody.
women's soccer team to have to
Tennis,
travel to
one of the things that would-
Michigan, Ohio State.
Tons of money. That's stupid. But again, they just destroyed the whole program.
Well, somebody made a good point the other day that I was listening to, and they said, honestly, we just need to have separate conferences for football
And that's it.
and leave other sports just
But you see now Florida State is trying to sue
the ACC.
because
There was like a $17 million
they wanna
buyout
get
or
out.
something. Yeah.
and it's like, I was talking to Matt. I'm a neighbor and friend of Matt, and I was like, that's crazy. He said, if I was ACC, I would just sue them back and be like, that's all good. You will have to pay me every contract that we have times 10, and we let you go. It's so stupid. Like, why do they want to leave?
I don't know.
Okay, let's go. If they want to go to the SEC, if everybody wants to go to the SEC, that's fair. That's the toughest conference.
Yeah.
But then,
at
just
what
make
point
the
is it too
SEC the
big?
only one.
Yeah. At what point do you just get
Take
too big?
Michigan, take Ohio State. And anyway, so let's talk about predictions. I missed yesterday.
Oh, man. So
I thought it was going to be Texas beating Washington, and I thought
Alabama beating
Michigan
Michigan.
was going to lose. But how about this guy? First of all, it's easier for me because I don't coach or I don't really see much of that football. But Saban is kind of like lost, isn't he? He doesn't have that punch anymore.
No.
So Harbaugh really outsmart him on this stuff.
Oh, he did.
And so the question is
Michigan came to play, man.
Saban is one of the top player coaches, and what is he doing now? He just kind of doesn't have that punch anymore.
And then I will say, because obviously I haven't watched much Washington football,
Yeah. That QB, he can throw.
but just in watching that game, because he was the Heisman runner-up.
Yeah.
Penix was. In my opinion, he should have won the Heisman.
But let's say it again.
I
I think it's great that he did not win because that means he's going to be great.
Well, that's true. But some of those throws that he was making last night,
I know.
where he was, dropping it
Floating
in.
it. Rather he was like,
Golly.
it's like, just like, we talk about this, the rookie of the year,
Float it.
float it.
Float it. Float it.
They would just land and go,
Mom?
yes, it's me. It's been me the whole time. That was great. So, yeah, that's it. So, who do you have?
I brought him Pepsi. I brought him Reebok.
You got
Anyway,
Washington,
What a movie.
or you have Michigan?
Look, if you had asked me that
Yesterday?
like before the two games were played, and you said, "Hey, Washington and Michigan are going to play each other. Who's going to win?" I'd have been like, "Oh, Michigan will run out the
Yeah.
stadium with that." I don't know,
I think it's going to be a good game.
because look, here's the thing.
Both of them, they'll play defense.
And you can play the whole. like, well, if you play this team beat this team beat this team beat this team, then like South Dakota State's the national champion. 'Cause somehow you could bring it all the way back up.
Yeah.
this team beat.
Yeah.
But Texas beat Alabama. Washington beat Texas. And Alabama barely lost to Michigan. So I think it's, as much as I hate to admit it, I think it's going to be a really good game.
I think it's going to be a good game. Tons of scores. Like
Yeah.
I said, both the schools don't play zero defense.
Yeah.
All the games are like they score a lot, but
Yeah.
they get score a lot.
And I hate to admit it because Georgia was not in the top four. But if from a pure football standpoint, those were two really fun games to watch.
I mean, yeah, I was not there because I was trying to go to speed. I was trying to get my cycle back and went to sleep around 8:30.
Yeah.
I went to bed around 8:30, so I didn't watch anything. I just watched
yeah.
all the highlights this morning. But they were intense games. That was really good games.
Yeah, they were.
Even Michigan, they dropped 2 balls like the guy.
Oh, I know. I thought Michigan. Well, both teams that won, I thought they were going to try to give it away.
Yeah, they did. Hey, speaking of that, like conspiracy theories really fast. I need to send you this one. There's this conspiracy theory about the NFL.
Okay.
That the logos.
Oh gosh.
Each time the colors of the logos since like, let's say 10 years from now.
Okay.
10 years ago. The logos are the same colors of the two teams that play in the Super Bowl. So
wait, what do you hold on?
So the logo from the Super Bowl,
okay,
they announced it in the beginning of the year.
And when they get to the Super Bowl, the two teams that are playing, it just so happens that
colors. so this year,
oh no,
the first one was they changed the colors. It's really weird. It was like a bluish and purple.
Okay,
and they were saying it was going to be Dallas versus Baltimore or something like that.
Okay,
no, Dallas versus San Francisco. That's it.
Oh,
and then now it changed. And it is San Francisco, Baltimore. So the logo even changed to purple.
Man.
But we keep talking about how rigged the NFL is.
It is rigged.
Did you see that
Detroit
call about
Lions,
Dallas?
The Lions got cheated out of that game. Absolutely cheated out of that game. And there's no like you literally watch the replay and 68 looks right at the ref, says something, and you literally watch the ref go.
That's right.
Like, yes, I heard you. I acknowledge it.
That's rigged. It is really rigged. And
I don't like the Cowboys. So anything that would hurt the Cowboys.
My dad loves the Cowboys, but I really, here's the deal. I don't care about sports. I was telling that to my brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really, I'm passing that thing of like, I'm big into baseball or big into like basketball or football F1. Or something like F1. I do, but I know this whole thing is rigged.
Yeah.
Right. But the NFL,
and that just proves it.
It is worse. Like, because of fantasy football, I've been watching football more.
Right.
Just to check up, which I think is brilliant, by the way, that fantasy, because it makes you look at all the kinds of games and everything. But it's like, this is really messed up.
Yeah.
Just like that team, we didn't talk about this because it was within the break that we had. They fired the coach in the halftime. Right?
Yeah.
The players didn't want to play. They were like, well, do whatever you want. Goes with the Florida State. I don't want to show up.
Yeah.
Like, all these players are making tons of money. They get paid. I was talking to my dad about this on the World League baseball.
Hey, look. Matt Barrett just left.
Oh, was he here? Oh, he should have come and say hello. Just like baseball, they go and they get paid for the first 4 games.
Oh, yeah.
And then after that, they pay more.
Yeah.
The players, that's when they make the money. And suddenly all the games go like 6 and 7 game series. You're like, this is pretty messed up, though. So that happens all the time.
It's rigged.
So anyway, so whoever, we'll see what Vegas does. But anyway, so I need to show you this one. That's the one that's right there.
Uh-oh. New Super Bowl script.
So I need to see this.
Oh, no. Oh, so they're actually showing them.
Yeah, look. So that was it. So now they're switching it. It's crazy. It's interesting though.
So LVI. I feel like it's I don't know. That's a stretch.
You think it's a stretch? We'll see. Well, I'll tell you, if it is going to be purple this year, that's going to be crazy though. I'll send you that one to see what you think.
I don't know.
Anyway, so that's about it.
I'm not saying the NFL's not rigged, but
I mean, hey, I went to the Atlanta. We went to see the Falcons.
Oh yeah.
And all I thought was like, I can be here soon, maybe in 2 years, watching the World Cup.
Oh, it's true.
And I haven't got any tickets. They're speaking about how rigged this stuff is.
You think you should get them?
By now.
That's fair.
I mean, like,
watch Atlanta get like some of the worst group games there are. Because we're not anything. We're only group stage.
But we're getting Copa America. Do you see that stuff?
Oh no.
Yeah. So the Copa America, we are in Atlanta United. Atlanta has several teams. I think we have, let's tell you this, the games that we have in.
I'd love to see like Boca Juniors.
Yeah, no, Copa America is the teams, the national teams from South America.
Oh, that's right.
And
It's
they,
not club.
You're talking about Copa Libertadores.
There
That's
we
what you're
go.
talking, which they're doing it too here. Which because Luis Suarez now signed for the MLS.
Miami.
So anyway, so we have there's 4 groups. We have the U.S. Here's it. Mercedes-Benz is one of the stadiums that we have.
Okay.
And starts June 20th. And there's June 27th, the U.S. On the 27th, we'll play there. And then we'll have
Who do we play?
Argentina. I don't know that yet. I'll tell you in a second because they have the groups. But Argentina also will play here, so we can go see Messi. So that's a good one.
Those tickets, man, you know they'll be expensive.
That's right. They're already sold out. I don't know which show they
Yeah.
this
I'll
stuff
find
later
it,
on.
yeah.
So I'm excited about seeing that. So we'll have at least like 3 or 4 games. So I'm excited to see Messi maybe for once, or somebody like the U.S., Mexico, even Mexico here. I think it'll be fun.
Have you been to U.S. Mexico?
Not here.
Oh, so you've been to one at the Azteca?
No, not here. Like not in this world. No, in my dreams I have. No, I've been only in 1, maybe 2 U.S. games in the States, and it was a goodbye in Tampa. And then maybe there was another one we went to the Mercedes-Benz, and it was the U.S. play first and then Mexico play after, or something like that,
yeah.
but never together. Have
Okay.
you been Mexico, U.S.?
I have.
How was it? Was it fun?
In Nashville on September 11th.
Oh, memorable date.
I don't remember what year it was.
What was the score?
We won 1-0, I think.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. So yeah, maybe we can see that stuff though. Anyway, so maybe we need to start getting some tickets on that. That'd be good. Well, that's good, man. I think next week we got an awesome guest. So
Are they confirmed?
she's confirmed. So so she's good. So
Jay Bowden.
that's right. This is gonna be fun.
It'll be a treat for y'all. We've already had her in here to record.
Just like Jeff Colquitt.
And we may or may not have lost video on that.
We did. We lost the video too.
Maybe one day. I have the recordings. Audio.
The lost files.
The lost tapes, yeah.
But that was it though. Anyway, so it's been fun. It's good seeing you. I needed this.
Yeah.
I missed this.
Yeah, because it's been like 2 weeks since we recorded anything.
It's been a whole year. How many times have you used
I haven't
that
seen
joke
you
today?
since last year, Jorge. Man.
Anyway, that was fun, man. Thank you so much again for subscribe.
Yeah. Hey, look, one of the biggest things y'all can help us with, we gotta start doing this more. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button,
share,
and share it.
I need you to not smash the like button. I need you to destroy that like button. That like button. That like button. That like button. That like button.
I feel like don't give me that face, Maddie.
Maddie over there is laughing.
She is looking at us through the glass, giving me that face of like, oh my gosh, you're such a millennial youth pastor. Oh my God. You think you're some big YouTube star. Smash that subscribe button. And share it with your friends.
We've been doing great though. I mean, we have more and more momentum, but
you
know, we have it was Lauren Carlisle asked.
Yeah.
You know, that's pretty good.
She was like, hey, I've been trying to watch it.
Yeah, just look it up, share that stuff, share the love, and
I'll try to get it on Apple Podcasts.
Hit.
I think she was trying to find it on Apple Podcasts. And when we redid everything,
I think I like the YouTube though. You know, I mean,
do.
maybe we just need to.
But Spotify has it on video now.
Oh, there you go. So download Spotify.
If you watch Spotify or listen on Spotify, it's on video there as well. So
yeah, hit and subscribe.
Smash that subscribe button. I'm looking at Maddie as I say this.
Hey,
Make
Madison,
sure you share.
Madison, let me ask you a question. Have you subscribed to our Borderless Banters podcast? Not even my own
Just
kid
call
subscribe.
it Butterless Banter?
Borderless. To this butterless. Anyway, that was awesome. That's it. Thank you so much. Hit. Subscribe.
Subscribe. We love you. First episode of 2024.
That's right. Awesome 2024.
Yeah. So
quickly.
Salana Aum Ice.
There you go.
See you folks.
That's awesome.